Welcome to the future of automobile excitement. Dream Car Joyride Corporation presents the Tigo Dream Car Joyride Automobile Theme Park. Located in the heart of Orlando's theme park corridor, Dream Car Joyride fills a unique gap in the Central Florida amusement market. Whether you're a luxury car enthusiast or an automobile industry insider, Tigo Dream Car Joyride has something for everyone. Experience the thrill of driving high-end, luxury, and sports cars on our exclusive 3-mile controlled driving courses. At Tigo, we share your passion. We've attended many car shows, always wishing we could drive or even sit inside those incredible cars displayed behind the ropes. At Tigo, everyone will have the chance to drive any car in the park. You are the VIP. Dream Car Joyride Incorporated, where dreams and driving passion meet. Visit us and start your engine at the greatest auto show experience. For more information, visit dreamcarjoyride.com. See you there.
Okay, y'all saw the bullshit that happened on Godfrey's show.
Yeah, man. And he said, I'm going to take some legal action. You know, if you, and then he goes, I didn't sign anything to show my, it's like that you can't, you've been on my podcast before. Now you're doing this legal shit. Whatever, it's clever. You can't do that. Like now you're going to do a lawsuit on me? Like what?
I'm going to tell you, I can't get too much into detail about this right now because I think there's some things going on.
Because I talked to him. Like I don't run from shit, but to say I'm gonna a lawsuit and all this stuff, I'm like, what? What are you doing? You sound like one of them chicks where you know they take you for your money. Lawsuits happening. Wait,
Draked you, son. He draked you.
Yeah, he draked me, and so
where have we been, man? Where has time gone? Now, 2 weeks ago,
Right.
apparently, there was this rift between former podcast host Lord Jamar and Godfrey, two people we've had on the platform before, two people that we've had on numerous times. We consider to be cool with them. We ain't talked to them in a little while, but all in all, we left on good notes, so we continue to be on good notes. But I guess Godfrey invited Lord Jamar on his platform along with his other guests to debate a man by the name of Professor Dave about round versus flat Earth. You know, Lord Jamar is avid at saying the world is flat. You got scientists and various people claiming that the world is round. I guess this Professor Dave gentleman, even though I've never heard of him prior to this, looking up what's going on between them two, is about that life when it comes to round Earth theory and loves to debate. He loves to get in that arena, so that's what he do. So Lord Jamar or Godfrey said, okay, start doing debates. Let's bring these two on. And apparently Lord Jamar crashed out, started cursing, started calling dude all kinds of FAGs and HOEs and all kind of wild stuff. And then Lord Jamar claimed that people on the platform drugged him. And it was just a wild rant because he was drugged.
Who drugged him? Like one of the hosts?
He said one of the hosts did. And then I guess he said that one of the hosts claimed that he said that Godfrey said it. So it's just a bunch of back and forth and going around. I seen that Mark Lamont Hill even went in on it 8 days ago. I don't know where the fuck we've been. Because just hearing about it now, and it happened about a little under 2 weeks ago.
So he's pretty much saying that Godfrey and one of the other hosts drugged him?
They brought him out there.
What?
They set him up.
Right.
I guess initially he felt blindsided by the debate as soon as he seen who it was. And I guess Professor Dave is a white guy. I don't know if that had anything to do with it, but he wasn't cool with it, started freaking out. And then he asked Godfrey not to post the interview. Godfrey obliged. He said, I wasn't going to do it. That's my boy. Although it's going to hurt my pockets, and that's verbatim for what Godfrey said, I'm not going to post it because that's my boy. But they gave a copy to Professor Dave. Professor Dave said, kiss my ass. I'm posting it. Got about $500,000 on that joint, I think. And, yeah.
Wow.
Now things have to be discussed, man. But
Didn't they have a podcast together?
he used to be on the Yami podcast with him. It was him, Lord Jamar, and Rod Digger.
Yeah, right. Wow.
What's up with this, man? Like, I don't know if they were best friends. I don't know how cool they were, but they were friends for years.
Right.
And now they going at each other online, man. What's your thoughts?
Well, very few. If you look at like some of the podcasts that was around before or even after us, a lot of them are not together to this day. And it's just, I think it just comes down to people, personalities and people being able to work with each other. Some people feel like they want more from the situation. Some people feel like they contribute more. We've seen that with certain podcasts where people didn't thought they was getting they was getting they just due.
Yeah.
Sometimes the money ain't coming in right, so you want to try different things. Some people just get in for all the wrong reasons. You know what I mean? We got a lot of longevity because we've been since the sandbox together.
Literally.
So it's nothing that's gonna, come and be. Unless we just say, man, we done with this shit. We move on to something else. There's nothing that's gonna come between and make us, stop. And even then, this is a layup. Ain't like it's, super hard work. You know what I mean? We do this shit for a little bit and go home. You know what I mean? But it's a lot at stake for some of these people. And people, they see these big numbers and things, and they think you making millions of dollars. And they think you cutting them out of stuff. And I'm not saying that's what happened with them. I just understand that. Because remember when we probably first got started, I don't know if they were after us or before us. Remember the Yada Mean joint?
About the same time.
About around the same time. And
Yeah.
It's 8 years later.
Yeah.
And we still kicking. And a lot of podcasts that we seen, have fell apart from now. You know what I mean? So I mean, it's just the war of attrition. It's almost like the R&B groups and the hip hop groups.
Yeah.
At a point in time, it's going to break apart.
Word.
But yeah, that's I don't know why he's saying that somebody drugged him. That's wild.
It is wild, and like I said, it's a bunch of excerpts, and I'm sure at some point we can cut it all up and listen to it and dive into it a little deeper if it gets any crazier than what it is right now.
Right.
But it's a bad look, and it doesn't fall along the lines of a Cameron and Jim Jones situation, because obviously we don't know how close their relationship is. But in this podcast game, things happen. Of course, you can break up, or you can go ahead and decide to go your separate ways or whatever. But the back and forth online to where now he's a hoe, he's a sucker, he's this, he's that. That's the part I don't get down with at all, because especially as black men, like y'all broke bread together, y'all did y'all thing, y'all can have misunderstandings all you want,
right?
But y'all deal with that shit behind the scenes. Y'all supposed to be cool, and now this stuff is going out in the public. It just seems where's the fucking loyalty at? Like you said, we've been doing this since the sandbox. We cousins. If this shit gets cut off one day, or we decide to not do it, we still gonna go to kids' birthdays. We still going to holidays.
Right.
It's a whole different vibe. But some of these, it kind of just goes to show you how fake this industry is. And how at the snap of a finger, somebody could be your best friend, and then somebody could be your worst enemy, and you wonder why people don't take anybody seriously. Because it's like, man, what you in it for? What you really doing this for? And as far as Lord Jamar's behavior, I'm not gonna comment on it too crazy without knowing all the circumstances. But it does look like a lot of people are looking at him in a bad light. He's not looking good from this situation.
Well,
I will say that.
I begin to see with this, as much as people say they this and that, usually it's like it's every man for themselves. That's what it starts to look like after a while with these podcasts. It's like, I'm going to get mine. Like, F this. You know what I mean? And once a team now is rivals now,
yes,
which is wild.
It's fucked up.
It's wild as hell because it's way easier to do it together.
Word.
You know what I mean? I mean, that thing was popping off. It was a great podcast. You know what I mean? The Yada Mean podcast, But again, I don't know if they felt like they should got a deal. Now you see Godfrey doing his separate thing. Shout out to him. Mm-hmm. Lord Jamar started doing his separate thing. Now doing the interview thing now. I don't know where your Rod Digger is. I don't know if she's doing anything now.
Yeah.
Whatever the case may be. But I
wouldn't be surprised if she's out of podcast. I wouldn't be mad at her either.
Oh yeah. Cause yeah. I mean she was decent at it or whatever. But see, somebody like that, somebody should have offered them a bag. I mean they already celebrities in the game. We're not celebrities.
Yep.
Most of the people that got these deals, they already was in the game. Whether it was battle rappers, whatever. You very rarely see people just came out of the mud.
Athletes.
Yep. Like people just come out of the woods, nowhere, get a deal. You don't really see it like that.
Nah.
You know what I mean?
Not like we got going on. Like,
right.
Shit. But yeah, hopefully they can mend fences. If not, fuck them.
Yeah, I mean, it is what it is at this point.
Yeah.
Because like I said, every man for themselves in this thing. Ain't nobody. People came on this show and we showed them love and we showed them something, and in this culture people just gonna emulate. They'll go emulate and become the competition. And so I mean that's what we seen. They won't respond to you no more. They won't come on the show. Now they the man with the mic. That's what we seen. So it is what it is in this thing, man. Learn the hard way.
Ain't the truth. There's so much you can say more about that. I'll talk about that off camera. It's wild, bro. It's some wild shit.
Yeah.